What's up, guys? It's Zach. My goal today is to give you guys the shortest and most simple version I can of Highguard so that you guys can have as much fun on the game as I do. But first, I have to give a special thank you to Wildlight for letting me come out and experience the game early, capture this content, and get it out to you guys as fast as I could. But we're already in, we have a match found, we have a unique loading screen, and then we're straight into the Warden selection. Alright, here you're going to go left to right. We have Redmane, Condor, Atticus, Kai, Mara, Una, Scarlet, and Slate. They all have a unique passive, tactical, and ultimate. Once you're done with the Warden selection phase, you will go into a base picking phase where you will pick the base that you want to run. Each base is unique. They will cater to different things. Like some will be better for snipers and some will be better for shotguns. They're all unique in their own ways, and you and your team get to vote and pick the base that is best for them. Once you're done picking your base, this is where you will finally load into the match. Now that we are in the match, you're going to notice we have 45 seconds at the top of your screen to secure your base. We are going to use our 5 free reinforcements on our anchor stone room, while our teammates use theirs on bombs A and bombs B to secure the site. You're going to notice here I froze it for you. At the beginning of the game, you have the opportunity to pick your loadout. I'm huge on the Vanguard and the Kraken personally, but this game in specific, I go with the Ranger and the Kraken. After this, you're going to notice you still have time in your base to secure it, but you've done everything you can. So now is a great time to come up with a game plan with your teammates on how you're going to get geared up when this ends. The secure base phase is ended. It is now the gear up phase. We're going to use our mount to go towards the Vesper Mines this game. You're going to notice right here, we're going to pass a blue and a red chest, and I will run into more here in a second. This is how you get your loot. In the blue chest, expect to find amulets, armors, helmets, things like that, maybe more wallet reinforcements. In the red chest, expect to find weapon upgrades. You will find blue, purple, sometimes even legendary as the game gets later on, weapons. These weapons are extremely strong. It is important to pick up better weapons, but make sure it's something that you're comfortable with. This game in specific, while I'm looting the Vesper Mines, you have to be careful, whether you're playing with your team as a 3-man or whether you're looting alone. This game, I noticed that someone else is here with me. The enemy team has pulled up to the Vesper Mines, and I have the great opportunity of setting back their early game gear up phase by fighting them early. So I'm going to approach, I'm going to use and try and listen to the footstep audio, and I'm going to catch someone on the left here in a moment. After catching him, I'm going to slow down and wait for his teammates. I'd like to point out that he is mining Vesper. That is something that you can use to interact with the trader. You're going to notice also that these enemies have 175 health with blue armor, but this last enemy will have white armor and only 150 health. Armor is very crucial. These are their res stones. They're res crystals, if you may. When you thirst somebody in this game, you instantly get 50 health. I think it is a very good reset tool during fights, and they no longer can be resed. This was a big advantage in this game in specific because I was able to stop so much of their loot early, and we were able to continue gearing up. Now that the gear up phase has ended, we are now in the shield breaker forming phase, as you see at the top of your screen. In 1 minute, the shield breaker will form, and you will notice on your minimap where it is forming. It is extremely important at this point in the game. It is the only objective that matters. You should go there as early as you can and posture with your team and get ready to claim the shield breaker and attack the enemy base with it. In this next clip, I'll be showing you guys the shield breaker has finally formed. I'm going to interact with it, pick it up, and run over to the enemy base. This is the beginning of a potential attack phase, a raid phase, right? So expect the enemies to come out and try to fight you to stop you from planting the shield breaker. It will do 30 damage to the enemy base out of the 100, as you guys can see in the top left and top right. You will also notice in this clip that I can shoot on my mount. It is a super important tool for mid-fighting to use your mount to close the gap on enemies. This clip, I'm using a burst AR to wipe this squad so I can plant the shield breaker. How you plant it is you just walk up to any of these panels and you interact. You will do this awesome animation and it will spawn a siege tower. Now, if you are not the person to plant it, in this clip my teammate does it, you can teleport to the raid. It's a super nice mechanic. If you're on defense, you can teleport to your base. If you're on offense, you can teleport to the siege tower. And now you're going to notice at the top of your screen, there's a raid starting. There's a 30-second timer where you should go over a strat with your team on how you're going to attack the other team. I would also like to point out, if you look at the top left, you will notice during a raid phase, the attacking team only gets 6 lives. You can see your lives underneath your health bar. Also, you will notice there's bomb A, bomb B, and the anchor stone. The anchor stone will instantly end the game if it's detonated. However, Bomb A and Bomb B will do 35 damage each if they are detonated. Here you're going to notice I am playing Scarlet. I'm going to use my invisible tactical ability to close the gap. I'm going to use my passive ability, which is I can shift a wall and turn it into sand, which allows me to walk through it. I'm going to plant the anchor stone and commit to it with my team. I think in my experience, I really enjoyed planting the anchor stone. It allowed for me to start and end games a lot faster. However, it was still really fun to go for Bomb A or Bomb B in more competitive games. Something I would like to point out is that if you are unsuccessful in completing a bomb, then you will take damage as well, so the game will remain even. If we were not successful in detonating the anchor stone this game, we would have 70 health. The enemy team would have 70 health, and the game would reset, and the circle would continue back to another gear phase that we saw at the beginning of this video. After the gear phase, another shield breaker formation phase. Then the shield breaker would spawn, and you would then bring the shield breaker to the enemy base and or defend your own. This process will not stop until one of the squads has 0 health. You're watching me here res my teammate. I'm using my ultimate, and we're about to catch the victory in 2 seconds. I hope you guys have as much fun playing this game as I do. If you guys happen to have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on any platform. It'll be really easy to get an answer from me on my stream, twitch.tv/ZachMazer. I hope you guys have a great time playing this game.